Hi, it's Bill Ganz, and we're here at the BlogWorld New Media Expo in Las Vegas, and I have the honor to sit with Richard, the CEO of Technorati here, and I just want to say what an honor it is to be here with you.
Well, thank you, Bill. It's fun to be here.
It's such an exciting time, and all my years as an agency and as a media guy, dealing on the traditional, now in the last 10 years in the new medias, how it's become so prolific in the last year, and really how the marketplace is growing. But Technorati today is such an important tool as companies learn how to use it without abusing it. Can we just talk for a minute how this would be such a great tool for enterprise, for research, and for advertising?
Sure. Well, it's funny. I go on a lot of agency and marketer calls, and every time they come in, it's the first time I've met them, and they're always like, oh, I use Technorati all the time. Because what they're doing is they're using Technorati's search engine, basically, to search about their brands. And we're really covering kind of the real-time web. We were actually the first real-time search engine long before Twitter, but really focused on the blogosphere instead. So what people are blogging about, it's a good place to find how people are talking about either a brand or a product.
It's so subject specific, but one of the new things that you've just launched that I notice is how subject specific it's gotten to be so accurate. Like my passion is wine, and a lot of our wine stuff, but the prolific amount of wine blogs.
Right.
And it's gotten to the point now where it's just not all over the map. It's so specific and it's unique on the vertical. Maybe talk about how the uniqueness of how it's so indexable, categorizable.
Well, I think you just hit the nail on the head of all social media. It's unique and individual, and there's a lot of individuals out there that are participating in social media. I think since the inception of time, the last estimate I heard was there's been 300 million blogs created, and it's probably not even encapsulating them. Facebook itself has 300 million people on it. So,
sure.
I mean, it is an individual thing. So there are going to be people who are interested in wine, for example. Plenty of people who are writing about it, and we have a site where you can kind of like find that, and we're not the only ones either. But
the thing is it's become a standard, Technorati. So
yes.
So when you look at that, there are others that maybe do something else, but they don't do it better. So today, what's interesting, and our focus today with clients as an agency is social media and conversational marketing, how it brings it to them. We were just doing a project with Microsoft. They were going into VM's trade show in San Francisco.
Sure.
And so we did 2 channels on 5 different subjects. Each channel had 5 subjects, and we're able to do it, but for cloud computing and thin serving, it was amazing how bundling them all together and having this laser focus target. Maybe for a minute talk about how it's also indexing microblogging as well, which is, to me, was a magnificent tool.
Yes. Well, we're still primarily focused on blogs, but we do have a new site called Technorati, which is tracking kind of the geist of the highest authority bloggers. And a number of the highest authority bloggers are technology guys, so we do collect a lot of that. That will be expanded over the next 6 months to a lot more categories and a lot more bloggers, so that should be really interesting to see how the short form microblogging mixes with the long form that blogging is actually kind of starting to settle into.
Give us that again, Technorati.
Technorati,
right?
Yes.
Technorati, because to me that was a game changer in advertising. It was a game changer in research because the data is so wide.
Yes.
And that net
and
caught,
so immediate as well.
And so immediate, and that net caught everything. But I sure want to take the opportunity to thank you here today.
Sure.
It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much
I hope you have a great show.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you again.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.